Hello, SpeedGaming. So, I am Beeps, and I will be commentating this next run. This is POW Any Percent by John. I don't currently have chat up, I'll get that in a second. But yeah, John will be ready to go whenever. Alright, now I can read the lovely things that y'all in chat are saying. So, you'll notice on the title screen, actually, there's a big difference between NTSC and POW. There's you already see German text and French text, rather than English text and Japanese text. So, John runs with German text because he hates the translation for Japanese, or not Japanese, French, because he speaks French and he's like, oh, and he thinks that the translation is terrible, so he doesn't want to see it. Ross, what did he say? What did you say about Excise? But yeah, so y'all may have seen Sloders run any percent just a bit earlier. He actually did this run earlier, except it was on NTSC, and I didn't catch most of that run, but I imagine he did. What am I trying to say? PRKD. John's also going to be doing PRKD here, so he is going to be. I guess he'll talk about PAL first. PAL is slightly different from NTSC because it actually runs slower. So the game is 50 FPS, and NTSC is normally 60 FPS. So you can see that things are going really slow, and also German text. Better spam that in chat. So the way they actually made Samus work in this is they didn't take the same game and slow it down to 50 FPS. They actually made Samus move faster, but it counteracts how slow the game is. So basically, Samus has a faster run speed. Like she moves more units per frame, is basically what I'm saying. So 4505 series escape. So that is really what makes the thing really interesting. Or the entire POW, really. Man, sorry, I can't speak right now. I wasn't I was ready, but I'm not completely ready. Sorry. Okay. So you don't normally see many POW runs when people have NTSC, but John is actually one of the few people who's been grinding POW. His goal right now is actually a sub 50 in POW. So sub 50 in POW, I want to say, is like a 43 in NTSC, more or less. It takes about the same amount of skill. So, yeah, enemy layout is also different because the enemies may have also been sped up or they may have been unchanged to accommodate for POW. Basically, the way that they changed the game, also very nice frame perfect door shot right there. To change the game basically to make it look as much like NTSC as possible, but it had some really strange side effects. So Samus will actually, I think Samus will jump higher. I mean, she definitely jumps higher in Meridia without a suit. So Samus physics are slightly different, and yeah, it really is interesting to think about because it's a lot like NTSC Super Metroid, but it's not. But yeah, he is going to be doing KPDR, or no, sorry, PRKD. He does New Route. If he doesn't do New Route this run, then I'll be very disappointed. So one thing, an interesting thing about PAL physics is airball. So basically, if you jump in air and try moving in morph ball, the movement is really bad and slow. So you don't want to do that very often. So really, it just the entire category is getting used to PAL physics. It's really hard to go between PAL and NTSC interchangeably. So yeah, you may notice that the game looks somewhat jittery and door transitions are very slow. And also, the item fanfares are really slow as well. So, to give a bit of history about PAL, I actually don't know all the history. I mean, Behemoth had a world record in PAL any percent for the longest of time, and I don't remember if anyone dethroned him in the meantime, but I'm pretty sure Asphalt. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Asphalt Tizaturi? Is that how to pronounce the name? He got the world record and has it now. I don't know too much about PAL history. I wasn't told very much. But now, this is a very interesting thing. John is going to go for BT skip here. So it's not possible in NTSC, but it's possible in PAL because of speed up. Unfortunately got stuck in a door and missed it. He did say that if he has time afterward, he's going to do a BT skip into practice ROM. Oh, speaking of which, Asphalt is here in chat right now. So yeah, he knows a lot more about the category than I do. Because, an actual runner. So, yeah, unfortunately no BT skip, but there's still a lot more you can do in PAL that's really interesting. A lot of the rooms are slightly different because of enemy placements. You'll notice that the waiver is actually going to get in the way right here, so he has to shoot that waiver out of the way beforehand, and the entire room layout in Terminator is completely different. Unfortunately, getting hit right there, that's going to mess up the farm in this next room. Because now okay, there we go. He's at full health now, so he doesn't have to worry about drops. Basically, he wants to enter, or he wants to get full missiles by the time he is at the door in Greenburn. So he's just gonna he only needs to farm one of these Zealots here, and he'll get a guaranteed missile drop, which he can use to open his pink door and do early supers. And well, you're gonna see an interesting enemy location here. That waiver goes down into that pit, and that is something that can get new PAL runners quite a bit, especially those who are used to NTSC timing. Yeah, this run plays out a lot like NTSC any percent, except the big things are different are the boss fights. We'll be getting to that in just a bit, though. Something very important to note about PAL is that there's basically no lag because there's more time for the processor to process things. So normally when you lay a power bomb in NTSC, there's tons of lag. Also, one thing that's interesting, the fanfare is really long because the fanfare lasts the same amount of time. In NTSC, it's approximately 7 seconds, but in PAL, you have to multiply that by 1.2, I believe, because there's still the same number of frames, but there's fewer frames per second. So you can see a demonstration of airball there. May have noticed that Samus didn't actually roll that far when in the air. So we're gonna see John go up Red Tower here. He likes to do the PRKD route. The animals are not saved. So the animals get saved, not saved in German. It depends on the runner. Hey, John, will you save the animals for me, please? It's all up to the runner if they want to save the animals or not. Because some runners really like saving animals, some really don't. Actually, no, I'm going to type that in chat for John. It looked like John was going to consider saving there, but he decided not to. Strange sound effects there. So PAL CWJ. So Moat is even worse in PAL than it is in NTSC. So like the horizontal bomb jump in PAL is worse because it's harder. Because airball time is really bad in PAL. It looks like John got it first try though. That was really nice. So now with the first boss, Fantoon. Fantoon will really show you what PAL is like. So anyone that's used to NTSC Fantoon, this is going to look really strange. Like, really strange. The patterns are completely out of whack. Start off, Fantoon flames come in slower, 1.2 times slower, in fact. Yeah. Watch this really strange pattern. Oh, nice fast. Alright, looks like it might be a mid. So the right mid is actually on the left side of the room. If that means anything. And that was a really solid Fantoon fight, wow. Ooh, pretty good drops too. This power bomb count could be a little better, but that's still pretty good. So one thing to keep in mind is that like a sub 50 any percent is roughly, or a sub hour in PAL is about a sub 50 in any percent. Okay, in NTSC, more or less. Also nice health. Clean attic as well. So right now, I'm expecting John to farm up to at least 181. That way he can take 3 hits from his spikes in the gravity room or bowling. Because the spikes deal 60 damage in there, and they are very dangerous. So being able to take 3 hits basically guarantees the run. Okay, never mind, he's not doing it. Gets a jump anyway. Oh. Uh... Um... That's really bad. Okay, it looks like he's gonna be starting at the ship. Hmm. Well... So yeah, he's going to be starting at the ship. I'm offer. Okay, so he has backup save. I didn't mean to commentate a curse. So yeah, that's the thing about Super Metroid. A death is very punishing. So yeah, I'm offering Mako. I mean, he has time for now. It just will be a bit overestimate though. Oh, still be on time. Cool, never mind. Apparently we're very ahead of schedule, actually. Maybe we get to see another shot at BT skip then. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Because deaths do happen a lot in the runs. If it wasn't a marathon run, a reset would be okay. But because it is a marathon run, resets are very punishing. So here we go, another attempt at BT skip. So for BT skip, man, unfortunate. You have to do a ton of arm pumps, and then, yeah, jump and wall jump check the door. Yeah, I will say actually there are two ways to set a BT skip. You can either moonwalk into the bombs, which is the fastest setup, or you can try doing a wall jump check right as you hit the ground, which is which is slower, but makes BT skip a bit easier because you're forward a few more pixels to start off. John is going to be entering Brinstar with just one missile. That's perfectly okay. That just means he needs to use P shots to kill one of the Zeelas here. You're gonna see him farm two Zeelas down here. And you'll shoot two P shots like going down the elevator, that'll kill the first one, and then two at an angle to get the second. Just like that. So, for those of y'all that aren't completely familiar with the game, normally the normal route for the game is you fight Kraid and then you pick up some items in Norfair, then you go up Red Tower and then fight Fantoon. And then you go into Meridia and then do some stuff there, and then you go and then kill Ridley and then go to Turian. That's the rough breakdown of how the game plays out. John is going to be doing it slightly out of order in the fastest way possible, like in the fastest route. So it's fastest to go to Fantoon first instead of going to Kraid. And after killing Fantoon, you want to go to Ridley, like go as far down in Norfair as possible, and then you start moving right back up. So yeah, going up Red Tower, pick up power bombs. And he's going to be making a save here. I like that. All right, this is next attempt at a C. He's going to do a CWJ attempt here. He missed the CWJ, but that's okay. He lands on a platform, and now he'll be able to do a bomb jump over. Unfortunately, missing the bomb jump and landing in the water. This room is really bad in NTSC, and it's even worse in POW. Managed to get across the moat pretty quickly, though. Not as fast as a first attempt, though. His first attempt was great getting across moat. Yeah, that is one of the benefits of KPDR. In KPDR, you don't have to worry about doing moat that way. You have speed booster, and you can just shine spark across the moat. Or if you really want, you can even get grapple beam. Asphalt's saying that he has a world record with KPDR. And if you look at these patterns, they are very strange. Ooh, this is actually a scary fight right now. His health is kind of bad. And he didn't get many missiles in there. And again, right mid, more or less. Right on the left side of the room. And I don't think he's actually an health bomb right now. It's very close to health bomb. Looks like it's gonna be a slow. Wait, was that a... No, never mind, it was the right side pattern. I thought he just cut a left mid for a moment. That was the right mid. Still kills Fantoon. Drops were really bad, though. You really want to enter with tons of supers. Or exit with tons of supers. He only has one right now. He didn't get a single super drop from that fight. Let's see if he gets this ceiling clip. There we go. He got that. So if you're crouched like that, you can just... Or if you get into a strange crouch state like that, you can actually clip through the ceiling of one tiles. Like one tile ceilings like that. There you go. John has really good health now. Hopefully he decides to keep it that way for Attic. Or, wait a minute, bowling. Man, I can't speak. Alright, so now John has good health. He can actually take 3 hits from the spikes. Of course, he didn't need it. Nice health, by the way. And Bowling Chorizo is slower. That's very visible. 1.2 times slower. That's one of the things about PAL that makes it interesting. And picking up the gravity suit. So, gravity suit quarters the amount of damage that he'll take. And it's very nice. The only thing it doesn't protect against is the baby Metroid and Mother Brain's Rainbow Beam. Everything else it offers 75% protection. And yes, exactly. Nectar Zero. All the cutscenes are all the cutscenes are at the same frame count, just at a lower frame rate. So now John really shouldn't have any problem with health. Well, actually, that's kind of a hard thing to say. At least in this section, he shouldn't have any problems with health, because he has gravity. Depending on what he does next determines how much of a problem it could be. So, as it is, in PRKD, or new route, he is going to be getting Spazer and skipping Plasma. Spazer saves enough time to get picked up. So, I believe Ridley and Mother Brain would take 100 shots with Ice Wave, but Ice Wave Spazer brings it down to, at what, 40? Or no, 60 shots. John breaking the tube. And I guess he is going down. I was about to say maybe he's doing PKRD, but nah, he's doing PRKD. He's going all in. So, Spazer would save 40 seconds on Mother Brain because of beam shots. It would lose whatever time it costs to pick it up. And whatever amount of shots it takes on Ridley, I don't actually know how much it would take. So, whatever that is, it'd save, and you'd only lose the time it takes to pick it up. It's very worth it in this category. Yeah, these enemies are fast as well in PAL. And John picking up Ice Beam now. Ice Beam is primarily for Turian, but it does save time for damage. And yeah, PBs are very fast in PAL as well. You just saw that he blew up some power bombs earlier, and they basically instantly exploded. Whereas in NTSC, it would take a long time because of all the lag power bombs create. Going for Ice Escape. Ice Escape in PAL is actually a lot harder than NTSC. That might work. Oh, it just barely worked. Nice. Because the gate closes faster in PAL, I'm pretty sure. So, watch out for the next room, Rising Tides, because the lava is actually different in this room. This is one of those things that always gets people when they're first learning PAL. So, the lava just like rises instantly. So John takes the top route here because it's faster. In NTSC, it's faster to take the bottom route, but because it's PAL, it's slower to do that. So John is going to be picking up wave and speed. Oh, the waver ate his super right there. It just means you'll have to farm a little bit more here. No supers. That's not what you wanted to see. Gonna super open a door. And grab speed. And John using B to run, which is the best button to run. So 20 missiles, 8 supers. This is pretty good ammo. So he did a... Yeah, John did not actually have to kill any of the Alcoons. Normally in any percent you see the runners killed one of the Alcoons to reduce lag. But in PAL, there is no lag, so you don't have to worry about doing that. And picking up the wave beam. So John taking the same route as NTSC new route, just gonna take the Norfair Forgotten Highway, to put it one way. And he is going to enter Lower Norfair. So the health will be a bit of a problem here because he has to take off gravity, and he takes a lot of damage from lava and heat. So that just drained a lot of his health. But luckily, because he jumps higher, he doesn't take as much damage. He's able to get a really good gravity jump in there and make it all the way to the top without doing a wall jump. Yeah, gravity jumps in PAL are a sight to behold. Let's watch this worst room in the game. Oh, that's really... That's... Okay, he's gonna reset the room. There we go. He's up. I believe their beam shots are much faster, and also, yeah, he starts on the very left edge there of that platform because the setup for going into Amphitheater from worst room in the game is actually different. So if you do the NTSC setup, you'll face plant the pirate. John avoiding these key hunters. Okay, he's gonna wait. Oh, this is kind of bad. I think he's gonna wait it out. Not gonna take any risks. And gonna save here as well. Very respectable. Yeah, watch this lag. There's basically no lag in POW. It's great. So this room is different. John is going to use a bomb to get into that little gap there. If you try doing an NTSC setup, you'll hit the spikes. Or actually, I think you'll hit the fire instead. Gonna... Oh, missed the mock ball, but got a backup. And yeah, NTSC or POW power bombs are amazing. That is a good way to put it, though. The entire game kind of lags, but the things that are especially laggy aren't laggy at all. How much is he gonna farm here? I feel like he's gonna farm a decent amount. Probably at least full health. Nah, he's not. He'll be okay. So he's gonna open up with an X Factor. I believe he's gonna open up with 2 X Factors, actually. X Factors are slightly different timing in POW. And then once he does that, he's going to equip his beams and then just start using a charge Ice Wave Spacer. So Ridley is a very bouncy person. Or bouncy... Yeah, bouncy pelican, basically. So he jumps really high in POW, and he's Ridley, basically. Does a ton of damage, but he's so bouncy. It's kind of crazy. Apparently his jump height is the same. It looks so different. So 29 more shots. He has time to run under those pogos, if that means anything. Normally you morph and roll under them, but he has time to just straight up run. Gotta be careful because it is possible to actually miss a super when shooting straight up like that. Okay, looks like he's just gonna blow up on his own. Interesting that he didn't pick him up. I wonder if he's gonna get the E-tank. It looks like he is. The E-tank is very safe. But that was a really nice Ridley fight. I'll say that. Looks like he's gonna go... messed up the cool little speed strat going into this next room. That's okay, though. Going for the Wasteland Speedball and gets it. Very nice. That's a fun little trick. Just gonna say, you can't beat the game with less than 3 E-tanks. You're required to get at least 3. Just saying. Anyway. So he's going to use the Frog Speedway now. It's the fastest way back. Gotta have a little bit of fun sometimes. Right, Dice? If people are gonna troll, they gotta do it right. So now he's gonna go to Kraid. So Kraid has a different mouth opening time. Tag reserves do work for the Rainbow Beam cutscene. However, you need at least 1 E-tank. So you'll notice that so Kraid has no lag, and his mouth opening animation is slightly slower. However, John has that timing down, so it doesn't stop him from getting a quick kill. John is going to jump into the door there. Doctor, in mind, that is actually correct. You can beat the game without any E-tanks if you use X-ray. If you do the N% glitch route, you can do that. In fact, the N% glitch route does do that. It's also possible to do that using space-time beam, but that's more inefficient. I'm not gonna lie, I think the troll was kind of funny. Just cause I'm like that. Funny because he has no clue. Anyway, that's beside the point. Sound like he only got 2 of the particles in for the X Factor. Botwoon moves really fast in PAL. Botwoon is terrible in PAL. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, Botwoon is a lot faster than PAL. Chad, that is... I'm not... If I say the name wrong. Shantae? Shantae? I believe it's Shantae. That's how you spell it. I'm terrible with pronunciation. So just a reminder, because he's about to hit the estimate. John lost around 14 minutes to a death earlier. So keep that in mind when looking at the estimate. So Dragon was changed as well. The start of the fight is a lot slower. Yeah, there's plenty of time until the next scheduled run. I'm not worried about this run spilling over into the next run's time, personally. Got the Yike suit, unfortunately. John trying to show off some cool tech. There we go. John got a spike suit that time. Gonna use that to get the first strike on Dre. Or not. So Dre comes out a lot slower. Alright, so Dre is doing a goo. Oh, he got grabbed. Unfortunate. Got a nice spark in Dre, though. And... okay, there we go. I was worried he was gonna go for the spark and chain damage, but he used ammo to kill. So he is okay. Can go for one more spike suit. Okay, no, he's not. Grab these drops and just leave. Not gonna get space jump because it's slow. He also hates space jump, so... that's John. With all 4 bosses down, all that's left is to go the Turian. And a rare super drop, too. he killed a fish. He just went back down to kill the fish, and he got a super back, too. So people have strong feelings about that fish. So... yeah, some people feel really like that fish, and some people hate it. I personally don't have any strong feelings either way about the fish, but I find that really funny that he did that. And got a super drop out of it, too. That's like a 2% chance. So that's the only red fish in the whole game. So, Turian is Turian is about the same, more or less. I mean, well, of course, it's a bit different with POW movement. John is going to get some free horizontal bomb jump practice there. That's what this team is for. And the statue cutscene is longer. And I will say, John, I'll post John's channel in chat. So yeah, you can find John there. Seems like a good time since we have this Turian cutscene. But without further ado, he's going into Turian, re-equipping Ice and Spazer. And he's off to kill the Metroids. Curious how he's gonna do these rooms. Horrible super drops. 3 Metroids and 1 super. That's unfortunate. So he's using missiles to try and conserve supers here. Okay, be careful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. 8 supers. So he has a max of 25, 10. 8. Okay, 9. Yeah, his ammo is okay. He can afford to super all the doors. Let's see this baby skip. Unfortunately misses the baby skip. Facing right. Saves 40 frames, but at what cost? Never look back. That's my philosophy. I've been following that philosophy for quite a while now, but and I saw a CWJ frame there. I wonder if he's gonna make a save. He's not. No, yeah, he is. I don't blame him at all for his save. It's right here, right at the end of the run. Mother Brain can kill. I assure you, John is not rusty here. I think it's just Pal being weird. He's actually, maybe, I don't know, actually. I don't think he's rusty. It's just the way Pal is. And that too. The nerves. Like, I've been seeing him doing, like, streaming Pal and stuff, preparing for this run. Don't want to sell him short here. So 60 shots on Mother Brain, and she's done. So the next run starts in about 13 minutes. I think we have some time to get John in here, maybe. So this Mother Brain fight isn't too bad, or like the catch-up phase, because he has 4 tanks, he can take a hit. Gonna damage down. So, this is basically the end of the run. Just has to wait out this baby cutscene. The baby cutscene is even slower in PAL. So yeah, if this had been like a 55 or 56 by the looks of it. So again, maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But he lost like actually no, 14 minutes to that death early on. So basically take the final time, subtract 14. So this would be equivalent to like 52 minutes in a run, more or less. So this is, other than that death, this is a really good run. It just looks kind of bad because PAL is slow. PAL makes you look sloppy, even if you're, like, really good. That's the way I see it. Like, this is a great run. Like, don't underestimate what the difficulty of getting a sub-hour in PAL is. Like, sub-hour in PAL is about the same difficulty as sub 50 in any percent, and like a 55 to a 56 in PAL is, I don't actually know if the translation would be more or less the same, but you can think of that as like a 55 or a 56. Or no, 45 or 46, more or less. Actually, maybe a bit more than that, I don't know. The translation isn't exact. So maybe it would have been like equivalent to a 47? I'm not sure. Just believe me when I say it's better than it looks. And John's saving the animals. Thank you, John. I asked him to do it, and he did it. Don't forget that there's you started at the ship and not series, and series is like a solid 2 minutes, more or less. And you restart at like 16 minutes, so I'd say about 14 minutes. And with that, John has finished with 109.38, maybe even 37. So yeah, GG. So a huge shout out to John for sticking with it even after that death. That's awesome. So I'm wondering if John's gonna see if John's gonna come in here. All right, looks like John's not coming in here, but John is gonna be showing off BT skip. So after the credits are over, so yeah, I guess I'll give some closing remarks in the meantime. So the next runner is going to be Noxious Nick, who's going to be running Metroid Zero Mission 9% normal mode. I don't know much about Zero Mission, but I'm going to guess that's low percent, maybe? So, correct me if I'm wrong. It sounds like low percent. Pretty low. Nice. So that is the next run. And that will be starting right after this. So, yeah, huge shoutouts to SpeedGaming for hosting the Metroidvania Marathon. And yeah, shouts to all the admins in the Metroidvania Marathon server. They're the ones that have been working their butts off to get this to you. Especially shouts to Ross, because Ross, we all love Ross. Shout out to Ross pinging the wrong person. Everyone get your deer forces ready. Yeah, that was a really good run from John. Other than that one death, that it's actually put us back in the schedule. Back on schedule. Funny enough. So 22%. So John is going to be showing off the BT skip now.